Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today's session would be about how to configure Windows 2016. In the last session we have seen how to install it. So today let's go ahead and try to configure it the first time. The main components that we need to change is the computer name, the IP address, the way how the remote desktop is connected, or you can say how that is configured, and the firewall. These are the four main settings that needs to be looked into. So we need to go to Server Manager. Let me restart once because I had made some changes and the restart was not done. So any changes like this name change that you've done, that requires a restart. So we are logging back into the machine now. So as you can see, I am using Oracle Vm Virtualbox. This is quite a simple and a useful application by which you can have multiple machines on the same host. I have Ubuntu, I have 2016. In future courses I would be showing how to install 2019, and then I'll link up Windows 2016 with 2019. Let's log into the machine. Okay, so once you're on the desktop after the installation of Windows 2016, the first screen that comes up is the Server Manager. This is a console from where you can add the rules and features. You can connect to other servers and then manage them locally from this server. You can create a server group and you can connect to the server to cloud services. Let's take the local server. So we see that the name of the computer is quite difficult to remember. This is the first thing that we will be changing over here. Let's make the name as DC1 or domain controller, as in whatever your choice may be. Domain controller 1. Okay. So this is limited to 15 bytes. Let's make it DC1 itself. It asked me for a restart. Let me change it again to DC1. Okay. As I said earlier, it will ask you for a restart. Let's say you have other things lined up. Do not restart it now. We will make the other changes and then we will restart it. Go to the remote desktop. If you want to allow remote connections to this computer, you need to select this button, this radio button, and then click apply. You can selectively make a certain group of people to log into this machine by using select users. As of now, I don't have any users, so let's take the default and then click OK. The next thing that we will configure is the IP address. Do a right click on the adapter, go to properties, go to TCP/IP version 4 and then properties. So I will use a simplistic IP address like 192.168.10.2. The default gateway is 192.168.10.1. That's the router IP address. This machine would also act as a DNS server, so I will use the same IP address 192.168.10.2. Click OK. Click close again. This would be releasing the current IP address that was being provided by DHCP. Don't worry about DHCP. This term is quite simple and it's quite interesting to understand as well. In later sessions we will take that as well. And now it has renewed the IP address. If you do a double click and go to details, you will see that this is the new IP address that we had provided and it has taken it as an IPv4 IP address. Click close, click close. Now let's restart the machine and see if the name change has taken place or not. So this is a planned one. Click continue. Make sure that whenever you restart the machine, you put in an appropriate reason, because that is being recorded in the system logs. The next time if the server restarts automatically and you wish to check as to who restarted the server, you need to go to the event viewer, go to the system logs, and from there filter out the event ID for user 32. That will show you which user has restarted the machine, and you can grab hold of that person and ask him why the server was restarted. Now we are back online. Let's log into the machine. We will see if the computer name has changed or not, if the IP address still remains the same as in what we changed before the restart. Okay, the server manager is populating. You go to the local server. Okay, we see that the name has changed to DC1. This is what we had put. This is the IP address. The remote desktop is enabled. So this was a short session on how to configure Windows Server 2016, the very basic thing. In the next session, I'll show you how to install AD, or the Active Directory Domain Services role, by which this machine, which is a workgroup as of now, that would be changed into a domain controller, and this machine would be the master for other machines joining into the network. So let's wait for the other video to come in. Thank you for watching, and a request to all of you, do like, share and subscribe. And in case you want to learn something new, let me know in the comment box, and I'll surely prepare a video on that as well. Thank you everyone. Thanks for watching.